even motivation, having it in that tight room.
Yeah.
On the tripods, the fisheye.
So the way the videos worked back in those days is one of us would usually have the spark of an idea. Sometimes we'd have a full idea, and it could kind of come from usually between Steve-O or myself, or Steve-O and myself, and then the other guys would kind of throw in ideas. Dave, I don't know if Dave necessarily had a full video idea, but he was really great at coming up with stuff to throw into the video. So that motivation one specifically was my idea originally, and I hated that video because it didn't look anything like what I had explained in my head. I've come to like that video now, but it took me about 20 years before I realized, you know what, it's actually not a bad video. Because I was so stuck on this thing that it wasn't what I wanted. And I couldn't see it for what it really was. Every time I saw it, I just hated it. What I wanted, if you've ever seen this video, and then this was in my high school, it was Nirvana, a video called Sliver, or a song called Sliver. And it's just like this, it's probably a room this size, like small little room, and it was like a basement, and just like their jam room, it just looked like badass, and it was just like shot on like 16 mil and stuff like that. It just looked gritty, and that's how I explained it. I was like, that's the reference, Sliver. And then when we get on a set, it was like, I remember we were all like, this looks like a rich kid's room. This doesn't look like any of our bedrooms that we had. We lived in I lived in a basement, I lived in apartment buildings. I didn't live in this rich kid's big bedroom. So I hated it forever. Now, here we are, however many years later, I can accept that it's actually not that bad.
Was there a conscious decision not to have a storyline in it because the previous two kind of did?
Yeah, I think we just wanted to have like a jam space video.
Show you guys off.
It was like, again, I loved that video, Sliver, from Nirvana when I was in high school. I thought it was like the coolest video. And so when we had a choice to do videos, like, let's do that. That always hit me when I was in high school. Let's do our own version of that. And it didn't look like that. So that was really the only concept for the video.